Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Blackwell Grange. Yes, the 2022 Blackwell Grange Pro-Am is underway. 232 players, 58 pros. In the earlier broadcast today, we're at the first tee. We saw some great shots. We saw some not so great ones as well. Do go back and check that out. That's going to stay on Live Sport now on YouTube. It's also going to stay across Facebook as well at Blackwell Grange, at Aaron Cox, at, of course, Live Golf Now. That is as do check it out if you want to catch some of the action. Now, in this broadcast, we have a very special broadcast because we're going to head to the very difficult par 3 11th. 200-yard par 3, spread around bunkers all around the green. That's going to be difficult, but plenty of risk, lots of reward as well. There's a holiday up for grabs for the amateurs. There's also a car up for grabs for the pros for the weekend, but lots and lots up for grabs. Now, here we are in front of the clubhouse, as you can see. And one thing we have to say a big thank you to is all the partners who've got involved, and it's really become a bit of a community here up at Blackwell Grange. Of course, as we know, SG Petch, the headline sponsor, a big thank you to you guys looking for your next car. Do check it out. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. We've got Alderson Butchers here. We've got so many. Darlington BM, we've got Northgate, you name it, they're all here. And another people who are here is the corporate personal well-being. I've got Johnny over here. Johnny, it's good to see you today, and it's a little bit nippy actually, just for t-shirt and shorts, but you're not bothered by that, are you?
Right. No,
you're feeling fit, you're ready?
We've got to keep going, mate. We've got to keep going, keep the dream alive.
So you're doing quite a lot. I'll give you that actually to hold,
cheers, mate.
Because I get a little treat, don't I? Actually, I'm going to have a massage in a minute, but I'll sit down and get into position. But tell us what you guys are doing here today.
So our business, we do corporate well-being, and what we've realised, and a lot of people have a lot of tightness, a lot of pressure, and then they want to go about and do daily life, the gym and exercise, but also golf.
Yeah.
And then they go and spend £100 on golf clubs and everything like that, but the body can't move how they want it to move. So I'd like you to just sit with your arms open like this, here.
Like this?
Yeah, because you sit like that every day on the computer.
I do, yeah. I'm like that.
Exactly. Go back to that position.
Okay.
That's how you sit on the computer.
That's how I sit on the computer, yeah.
And this causes problems. So what we're going to do, we're going to test your movement, and then we're going to increase it. So sit up nice and tall for me. Okay. Take your arms across your chest. Naomi's going to put her hands on your shoulders. Okay. And we're just going to turn your torso and see how far you can turn till you feel a pull. Yep, come back to the front. Don't damage yourself yet.
No, it's all right.
No, turn the other way.
Oh, that one hurt. I can feel that one.
Yep. Yeah. So the tightness is up the spine. So relax your arms down for me. Naomi, can you just get in, like, massage down the spine of Ian there? So what Naomi's doing here, basically the spine, when we sit down for long periods, the spine compresses. So she's massaging down the side of your spine and releasing all the tension from the lower back right up into there.
Oh. Is there a knot there?
Yeah. Oh. How's that feeling?
Oh, I don't want to get up.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't realise how tight you are as well, you see. And, you know, I mean, what
not just in the wallet for me.
Yeah. Well, it's a good opportunity for us to link in with people, to explain how tight they may be, you know, when they don't realise. Could you find the quadratus lumborum, please, on Ian, for me? So the quadratus lumborum is a muscle that pulls you back. So basically, when people sit down, have you noticed they tend to lean on one side?
Yeah, I do that,
Or the driver can lean on one side.
Yeah.
And this muscle pulls on the spine.
Right.
Okay.
I do quite a lot on the row machine in the gym.
Right, yeah.
But I get pain lower left side of my back.
So when you're going on the row, it's a good exercise, but it's hard to engage your glutes as much. Your hips might be tight. Yeah. So I'd recommend a hip flexor release. So we'll focus on your spine now, and later on when you get a coffee break, come in and we'll loosen all your hips on the massage bed.
Oh, yes. This is the best broadcast I've ever done, ever. There's no denying it.
Good.
But it's important. Flexibility is so important in golf, isn't it? We often neglect it, don't we? And people just turn up 10 minutes before, don't warm up. And what's the impact of not warming up and just going straight cold?
The problem is, you know, that the body has an amazing ability to get by. We're survivors. So what happens is the body finds a way to do it, but the problem is the way to do it's probably putting a lot of pressure on the spine and the joints. So what is a really, you know, great hobby can actually become a hindrance to them and a problem. So we have like warm-up stretches and movements which take 3 to 4 minutes. So you can, 3 to 4 minutes before, we can use the bands, use the hula hoop, and we can actually get your body moving without even, you know, so it doesn't take a lot. So we're going to do some videos and we're going to send them in to the clubhouse so they can send them out to the guys.
Please do.
3 or 4 minutes just before. Can we get a nice little stretch down the scalenes for you here, Naomi? Just
Head
relax.
forward, yeah.
That's it. head to the side.
Oh.
And this,
Oh.
it's amazing how everything's linked in the spine as well.
Oh, this is just heaven.
Excellent. And then we'll do the other side.
Oh. So, Johnny, how do we get in touch with you guys?
So, corporatepersonalwellbeing.com. You can look on our website. We have a whole host of services on there. We do the end point, which is physio or counselling, but we do the bit in the middle. We do the preventative stuff and the proactive stuff. And really, at the end of the day, we're trying to make work positive and make golf positive. It should be something you can enjoy, not endure.
Absolutely.
Arms across your chest again, Ian.
Okay.
Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and let's rotate again. And look at that movement.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Back to the middle. And down the other side.
Oh, yeah, God, I feel
It's good, isn't it?
I'm a new man now. Yeah.
Your spine's released.
Oh.
The pressure's off your spine.
Thank
How's that?
you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be back.
Look at your hip later when you get there.
Yeah, we'll
5
do.
minutes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Brilliant,
guys. I really
mate. Thank you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
mate.
you so much, and
Thank
we'll be
you.
back. I'll tell you what, I feel like a new man right now. I don't want to get up. Now, of course, we've got to bring you so much more action. We are going to head down to the par 3 11th. A few of the players probably could have done with that before going out. We're going to catch some shots now. We're going to watch the action. We're going to see some great shots. We're going to see some terrible shots as well. It is a pro-am. It is a lot of fun. It's a party atmosphere here. We're at Blackwell Grange in Darlington. If you're in the area, come on down. Everybody's welcome, by the way. If you are in the area, do come on down to the club. Check it out. Why not come in and just have a good time? We are going to be live throughout the day as well. Live Sport now on YouTube. That's the best place to watch. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Hit it, hit subscribe. And if you comment in the chat section, we can see the comments and we can put them on screen as well. So you've got a friend playing, you want to give a bit of banter, or you just want to show a bit of support, please do comment. We can show it on screen for you. Now, we're going to head down to the par 3 11th. Whilst we get down there, we caught up with the man who's made all of this happen. Everybody's favourite Australian, Mr. Aaron Cox. Here's what he had to say at the first a little bit earlier today. Delighted to say I'm also joined by the man who's really put a lot of heart and soul into the Blackwell Grange Pro-Am over the last 3 years. We just heard from Peter Rain. This is the man who we credited with putting it all together. It is, of course, our best friend, our Aussie mate, Aaron Cox. Aaron, we've just heard from Peter, who's very complimentary about what you've put together here.
Yeah, look, I'm just glad it's going and it's on its way now. It's 9 o'clock. We've had, an hour and a half of tee times already, so... I'm now starting to settle down and relax now a little bit.
You've been here since 4:15 this morning, haven't you? And we've got proof of that because you did a little video on your Facebook page this morning.
I
did.
I did a video about 5:10. I was out on the course setting the tees and just doing a little bit of a course inspection, and it was very tranquil. It was very calm. You could hear the birds. It was just, I was just looking around the golf course and
taking it in.
It was just, you got to sometimes.
Now, you are playing today as well. So how does that fit in with your day? Because obviously you're very, very busy. So when you're out on the course, we know you from pro events and we've seen you and you're in the zone, you're in the game.
Sure.
Today, because you're actually organising everything, are you half mind, got to make sure everything's okay and everybody's having a good time, and half, I've got to play because I still want to win?
No,
Yeah.
I zone in. No, I'm able to literally shut off and just go, right, play mode and then work mode and then play mode. So at the moment I'm in work mode, making sure everything's going and the tee times are going and we're not getting too far behind. Obviously, we're going to get a little bit behind, but and then as soon as 2 o'clock comes, I'll as soon as I pull that driver out of the bag, it'll be blinkers will
Don't
go
worry,
on. And
I'll make sure everyone's all right. Don't worry about that. Look, this event is huge. It's grown and
Yeah.
it's grown and it's grown, and this is the third edition now.
Sure.
It's 58 teams.
Yeah.
It shows that the appetite for golf is there and it's possible. Why don't more clubs do it?
I think it's called drive, passion, enthusiasm, courage.
Yeah, fair enough.
I honestly don't know how to do things half-paced or,
Yeah.
or 50%. It's either 100 or nothing. But also I think I wanted to try and bring the style of Australian Pro-Am golf
Yeah.
to England, and because this is the party, this is the theatre, as I call it. This is the theatre of what we do in Australia, and I've wanted to try, and I've got a great support from Peter, my boss, and the club, the club secretary,
By the way,
Neil
what a
Clark.
drive from Peter, by the way.
I know. Well, his nickname's becoming Bryson from my members. But look, the support I've had is they've let me just go for it, and obviously having lots of businesses and companies and SG Petch on board, but also local businesses and companies. It's getting that networking, but it's also, as Peter rightfully said, some people have never been here. and they live in Darlington. So it's putting us on the map, and it's giving us that platform.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to continue to make this bigger and better, and 2-3 day events, and make it the marquee event in England, really.
Well, before we just grab a word with the next group, of course, I do want to mention support, because SG Petch, they've been long-term supporters as well. This isn't just a one-off thing, is it?
No.
They were headline sponsors last year.
Yeah, absolutely. SG Petch have been naming rights sponsor for the last 3 years. Since I started, I went to them with the idea and the concept, and they went, yeah, we'll hop on. They sponsor the club. They sponsor our Teesside Union team. So they're very active in our club, and obviously a lot of our members buy cars from them. So obviously it's reciprocated. So look, it as I said, with SG, but also all the business, we've got 13 sponsors this year. And we are broadcasting to a number of them as well, which is great. Yeah,
so,
absolutely. It's have that support, but obviously to have you guys here as well, it's fantastic to have live golf at Blackwell Grange. I say it every year, but it's just so cool.
It's better and better, doesn't
it? It is better and better.
Go on, Aaron, you've got so much
Thank
to
you,
do.
mate.
Go on, you crack on. So welcome back, everybody. Here we are at the par 3 11th. As you can see, parking was a little bit of a nightmare earlier this morning, so I just had to park my car here. I better just move it. So, not actually my car. This is the prize for the pros, and it is a hole-in-one prize. If they get a hole-in-one, they win this car for the weekend, which is kind of cool. There's an amateur prize as well, and it's this, a hole-in-one here at the 11th. It is a long par 3. It's a difficult par 3. Very shortly, we'll show you what it looks like. A hole-in-one here wins the Praia de El Rey Marriott Golf and Beach Resort. It is a 3-night stay for 2 on a half-board basis with golf, car hire, and flights all included. You win that holiday if you get a hole-in-one here as well. There is also a nearest to pin competition going on too, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. Let's have a look at this par 3 then, because it's a difficult one indeed. As you can see, we already know it's long. From the whites, it's 202 yards. That's where the men are playing from. From the red tee markers for the ladies, it's 170 yards. But as you can see already, bunker trouble down there. It's a real risk and reward here today for the Pro-Am. Difficult, long, very hard indeed. The chances of seeing a hole-in-one are probably quite small, hence the reason why the prizes are up for grabs here, but it's well worth a look, isn't it? We're going to see some fantastic shots. At the minute, we are looking at Mark Jones, Stuart Sergensen, Michael Rowley and Will Robson teed off at 8:20, so that must mean we've got Michael Renner, Tony Greenwood, Paul Kirkpatrick, Kieran Graham, the pro in the next group, about to come through very shortly. So we're just going to have a catch up with this, see what we can do. We're going to see some good shots. We're going to see some bad shots. We're going to see the very best from the pros and the amateurs. We're going to see the very worst from the pros and the amateurs as well. That's what this is all about. There's a lot of laughs, there's a lot of smiles, there's a lot of happiness going on out there, but it is also the small matter of a competition as well. So as you can see, the group ahead, a couple of players finding the sand. I think that's going to be a common theme today. Now, do you think we're going to see a hole-in-one? Do comment below. The 9th here as well, there is a hole-in-one prize too, and you can win a car courtesy of SG Petch, not just for the weekend, but you keep it. You actually win the car as well. So SG Petch, huge thank you, by the way. They've put up 2 cars in hole-in-one prizes, 1 to win for the weekend, 1 to win outright. What an incredible incentive. What an incredible thing to do and get behind this Pro-Am. So big thank you to SG Petch. There is a link in the body of this broadcast to the SG Petch homepage too. So if you are looking for your next car, do check them out. So we're going to bring the camera back round to the 10th green here, and this is going to be the next group coming through. Now I believe it's going to be Michael Renner, Tony Greenwood, Paul Kirkpatrick and Kieran Graham. I hope so. Anyway, group 8 in total, 58 groups. Still a lot of action to come. It's only, what, 10 past 11. And at 10 past 11, we've only just literally had group 28 tee off. So as you can see, we're not even well, we're about halfway now, aren't we? Just about halfway once the first 2 in the next group have teed off. So it's still a lot of action to go. Still a lot to happen. We will bring you the leaderboard a little bit later. It doesn't update until each player has finished their round, so we don't get score updates through 9, unfortunately, but don't worry, we'll keep you abreast of the action as it comes. Now let's have a quick chat with some of these young men as they're making their way up. Make sure they're having a good time of it. And of course, Bit of pressure now. How's it going, buddy? How's it been out there today? Tricky. Yeah. Weather's a bit up and down, isn't it? Today? We had a little bit of rain earlier. Is that affecting things, or is it not really been enough?
I think see the greens are a little bit damp, so the kind of the putts are maybe sort of not quite kind of rolling out, and but it's all right, it's my first time playing the course, so I kind of can't really expect to burn it up. But
have you been warned about this hole, par 3 11?
No, not really.
Have you not? Okay, well, I'll let you see it for yourself. But long par 3, bunkers, difficult. But a nice couple of prizes up for grabs. That's the good thing about Pro-Ams, isn't it? There's a lot on the line, but it's a lot of fun too. How's your team getting on?
Steady away. They're doing all right. Just kind of need some putts to drop, really. That's it. Bit of luck to go our way, and we'll be flying.
Fantastic. Look, I'll let you crack on. Thanks for talking to us. Let's have a quick word with the guy. Fellas, how are we doing? Enjoying it? Having a good time? Yeah.
It's very enjoyable. Yeah.
It's such a great field, isn't it? It's so nice to see. Are you a member here at Blackwell?
Yeah, we're all.
So you know this hole quite well then.
Yeah.
And what have we got here? What are we going
3
for?
iron.
3 iron. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was at the back. It's in the middle. So no, I'll
sort,
still use this.
Sort of in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice little holiday up for grabs though. You ever had a hole in one here?
Not on this one.
Yeah,
the next par 3 I have.
There's a holiday up for grabs here.
Well, I say I haven't had all in one. I went out of bounds once, then I hit a 3 off the tee and it went in. I know it doesn't class
I don't think that's going to cut it.
No, but but it went in.
Cheers, guys, enjoy it. Anyway, we're going to watch these shots. Right, here we go. Right, I think, is it going to be okay? I didn't see it land. You see it land? Yeah, gone right. Look at that 3 iron, by the way. What an absolute cracker. Oh. Set off well, but it's right. Stop. Oh, it's the second one in the trees off to the right. Wicked bounce. This gentleman here just gestured to me. He said, "Oh, turn the camera off." Nope, we're going to film it. Oh, nice. Go on. Is it heading straight for that bunker? Or the gap? It might just... I think it's just run to the front of the bunker. If it wasn't for that bunker... Not bad. Whoever put that bunker there, though. It's gone left. Safe, but well left.
Do photographs, I didn't even do wedding ones to get out the way.
Oh, really? But yours was best of the bunch, there. Right, on they go, and no one makes a green. We did hear a little bit earlier on today, actually, we chatted to some of the players, and the reason we've come down here, not just because you got the car and the holiday out for grabs, but one of the members here warned me about this hole. He said it's got double bogey written all over it, and so far that group, things have not quite gone to plan, have they? Looks like we've got a number of ladies in the next group. Let me just double check to make sure we've got the right one, and it is, yeah, I'm delighted to say we have in the next group coming up Lorna Christie, Judy Summerson, Marilyn Hunter and Emma Martin, the pro. So that's what we like to see. Of course, it's a mixed gender pro-am as they are. And it's a lovely feel here at Blackwell Grange. As I said, if you're in the area, do come on down. You are welcome. The clubhouse is open for all. You do not have to be a member. Even just to come down for a drink or grab a bit of food or a nice cup of coffee. It's a bit of a common misconception with golf clubs, really. You don't have to be a member here at Blackwell Grange. It's a great place, even if you just want to come down and do some work for a morning. Grab a nice coffee or so and just relax and get some work done. It's always a nice place to be. It's a nice atmosphere, so do come on down. If you fancy a drink today, come on down as well. Who knows, we might even get you on the broadcast as well. So trouble for the group we've just seen. How will the ladies we're currently looking at the 10th green now, how will they fare at this very difficult par 3 11th? We'll have a chat with them once they've holed out, see how their day is going. It's a good atmosphere here. It's a party atmosphere, although not as warm as it was last year. This is the 3rd edition of the Blackwell Grange Pro, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. 232 players today, 58 groups, 58 pros. It's a fourth, I think it was 48 groups last year, so it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, as you can see. Great work by Aaron Cox. We heard from him a little bit earlier. He's playing today as well. He goes out about 2 o'clock, so we will catch up with him on the course. We're going to put the mic on him a little bit later. We've got a special announcement as well. A golfer we're going to catch up, won't give his name away just yet, but he's just announced he's turned pro, so we're going to have a sit-down chat with him, find out what motivated him to take that big step in his career, actually, to turn pro. And hopefully we should have Ladies European Tour star Ellie Gibbons with us a little bit later. In fact, we all got together last night. We all had dinner, had a nice little cocktail party last night, and we had a Q&A with Ellie and Josh Fagan as well, another pro golfer in the field today. Plays on 2020, plays at Alps Tour, plays Euro Pro. Of course, Ellie Gibbons plays on the Ladies European Tour, played at the British Open as well. Played with the likes of Dame Laura Davies. So she's not playing today, Ellie, but she did say she was going to come down and join me on the microphone a little bit later. So you're currently looking at one of our all-female groups, the 8:36 tee time. Lorna Christie, Judy Summerson, Marilyn Hunter and Emma Martin. And they might have a bit of a wait, because I thought actually a couple of the chaps, the tee shots went well off to the right. I thought they might have played a couple of provisionals, but not to be. They're trying to find the balls. In fact, I think they found one, but very, very difficult, rough foliage over there on the right. It looks a big open, wide fairway here, but that green is very, very difficult. There's no way, you can't just run the ball to it unless you get incredibly lucky and sweep it round to the left, but that's almost a harder skill than just hitting it up in the air. Right, the ladies are coming up now. They're obviously going to go from the red tee, so let's go down and have a little chat with them, see how the day is going. Of course, a lot of members here at Blackwell Grange as well. Big thank you to the members giving up the tee times, although an awful lot of them are playing as well. I'm going to go jump in and say hello. Hello, ladies. How are we doing? Are we having a good morning? Okay. Are we enjoying it?
It's 8:30. Getting up at 6:30 to get here to tee off is lovely.
But you're smiling. That can only be a good thing, right?
No, it's a grimace.
How's it been out there? Have you had a good time, though?
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yes,
It's,
we're enjoying it.
as long as you don't take it too seriously and just get on with life. And it's good company.
I like that. And that's what we like to hear. That's what this is about, isn't it? Of course, we know it's a competition and you still want to go, but you want to have a good time. That's kind of the point of golf, isn't it? Yeah.
It is the point to go.
It is now.
It is in this crowd.
It is in this crowd. Right, here we go. Difficult par 3.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. For me, I'm petrified of those bunkers, but for you, that's no problem, right?
Yeah.
Hit past bunkers.
Yeah. Are you having a good day anyway? Are you enjoying it?
I am. I wish it was a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. Yeah. I've got to be honest. You're not the first people. In fact, they said that as well.
Yeah.
But they're the ones who just put it in the trees on the right.
There's a few right at the front holding
difficult, isn't it, when there's only 8-minute gaps and it's 4 balls? It's tough, but
Yeah.
hopefully we can speed things up and keep smiling, ladies. Keep having a good time.
I think we're enjoying
Let's
it.
do a sun dance and get this sun out as well, because I think I might have made a mistake putting shorts on today.
No.
Have a good time anyway, ladies. Thank you so
having
much for
me.
talking to us. We do appreciate it. There you go, all smiles, all smiles. Pace of play is, it's a common subject, isn't it, even at pro level, but it's 4 balls. You kind of got to expect it a little bit, haven't you? I'm going to get out shot. The ladies just about to gear themselves up, ready to go out. So as we said before, the 8:36 tee time, you're looking at Lorna Christie, Judy Summerson, Marilyn Hunter, Emma Martin. As you can hear, a good crowd of people to be playing, and the par 3 11th green has just been cleared, so we're about to get things underway. Now, if you are just tuning in, hello and welcome. We're at the par 3 11th for the very simple reason that it's very difficult. Another reason is the pros. Hole-in-one wins this beautiful Mazda MX-5 behind me, courtesy of SG Petch for the weekend. But if you're an amateur and you get a hole-in-one, you win a 3-night stay for 2 at the Priory Del El Rey Marriott Golf and Beach Resort. How nice is that? So plenty of prizes. At the 9th as well, there's a hole-in-one prize to win a car too. So a lot up for grabs. Now, I know you should never assume, but I'm assuming first on the tee is our pro, Emma Martin. Again, they're just pulling right a little bit. Is it going to land in the bunker? Oh, it gets a wicked bounce off to the right. Dives straight into the bunker. That middle one from the 3 on the right. Driver out. So from the reds for the ladies, it's playing. Its pin is cut quite centre. It's roughly 170 yards. Nice, that'll do. So it's proving difficult, this par 3, isn't it? I mean, so far nobody's actually made the green yet, but this is our 7th shot here we're about to see at the par 3 11th, and no ball on the green yet. Again, it's going to sweep round to the right. Stop, 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 stop. Look at that. Look how much they push off. It's going to be okay. Oh, nice. Arrow straight, heading straight to that bunker though, unfortunately. I think it's just dropped in, but yeah, whoever put that bunker there, but they're smiling, look, they're laughing, that's what this is all about. Look at that, and off they go, make their way down, all smiles, having a good time. There is a serious element to this as well, by the way. There is a prize pot. I believe it's around £7,500 for the prize. So it's a good chunk of money to be won. They will be going for this. And of course, a number of things up for grabs as well for the amateurs. As I said, there's this, here at the 11th, there is a holiday to be won. At the 9th, there's a car to be won as well. So a lot on the line. It means an awful lot for the area to have a pro-am like this, and it means an awful lot for the club and the area and the players to have such a valuable partnership with SG Petch as well. If you are looking to buy your next car, do check them out. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Do give it a click, and if you do go through. And if you do end up buying a car from them, do tell them you watched the live coverage as well. We don't earn any commission or anything from it, but it would just be nice for them to know where it's come from. So here we are back at the 10th green, as you can see here at the Blackwell Grange Pro-Am, the 2022, the 3rd edition. And right now you're looking at your 8:44 tee time of Craig Roskamp, Andrew Roskamp, James Gillow, and your pro Gordon Catterall. Yeah, still quite an overcast day today. It's a lot of moisture in the air, but of course with the heat we have had, the ground is still quite firm, meaning it can run on quite nicely. Sunshine wouldn't go amiss. Now do comment below as well. We can see your comments. Tell us where you're watching this from today, this beautiful Friday. We're we're at Blackwell Grange, Darlington. Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you on holiday? Of course the school kids break up today. A lot of them have already. Summer holidays start here officially, don't they, with the schools now breaking up. So what have you got planned for the summer? Are you on babysitting duties? Do comment below. We want to know where you're watching from. Are you in the UK? Are you overseas? Do comment. We can see your comments, and if you do comment on our YouTube channel, Live Sport Now, again there's a link in the body of this broadcast to that. Do hit subscribe, but if you comment on the chat section, we can show your comment on the screen as well for all to see. So if you've got a friend or family member playing, or you just want to give a bit of banter or show a bit of support, then please do comment. We can see them. We'll show them on the screen as well, and let's see how these guys are playing. Let's see, there's lots of smiles in this group. You can normally tell how things are going. Are we all smiles, chaps, or are we? How's it been going out there?
All right.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's a good promo. You a member here?
No, I'm a pro at Middlesbrough Golf Club.
Oh, are you? You're at Middlesbrough. Oh, nice. How's your teammates getting on?
They're doing well. Very good. Yeah, they're doing well.
There you go, boys. You're doing well.
Yeah, we're doing good.
You had a good time.
Yeah. Can I give my grandson a shout
Please
out?
Please do. Yeah, there's the camera.
Jake Anderson, hello. I said I would give him a shout out.
Yeah. Good man. You having a good time? You enjoying it though?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, golf good. That's what we like to hear. Difficult par 3 here, this though.
Very difficult, yeah.
Oh, you remember here?
I am, yes.
Yep. So you'll know all about this one.
I know
then.
all about this and how difficult it is, yeah.
I've seen a lot of people go in that front bunker.
Yeah.
Have you been in it before?
I tend to go up on the left, to be honest with you.
Rightio,
it's a bit safer up there.
Yes. We've seen a lot of balls. If you get it wrong, it kicks off to the right, doesn't it? Towards
exactly.
those trees quite sharply.
You're a lot better. You're miles better aiming out left here.
Yeah.
But obviously, you've sometimes got to navigate that bunker and chip it over, and get it to stop, which is always quite difficult. So.
Yeah, I think whichever way you go, you've got to navigate bunkers
It's
usually.
difficult,
You just land it on a green.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely. Cheers, guys.
Space.
Enjoy it. Thanks for talking to us. Could do with a bit of sun though, couldn't we? Really. So the ladies ahead. No.
It's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where were you when it was 40s? Were you out and about with it? When it was
No, do you know what? I was just at home for a couple of days actually. I managed to sort of avoid it, which was, I quite like the heat though. So.
Yeah, but it was too hot. I like the heat, yeah.
So your grandson, he plays?
No, he's going to start, I think.
Yeah. Up here, because it's a good junior section, isn't it?
Aaron's got a, the academy's great, yeah.
That's what we want. We want more people playing the game, don't we?
Yeah, especially we need the youth.
Yeah.
It's too many. Well, I'm getting cracking on a bit, but still when the senior section here, I mean, it's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, does a good job, doesn't he, Aaron? Putting an event on like this is great as well.
With old farts it is. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah. Oh dear. Right, so here we are with this group now. And no, don't you worry, don't worry. We've got Craig Roskamp, Andrew Roskamp, James Kello, Gordon Cattrall in this group. Group number 10. Of course we have the camera on, but there you go. So here we go. Green is clear. We're going to watch this group go through because actually what we're going to do next up is the first group we caught up the boss here, Peter Rain. We'll have a quick chat with him once he's finished up before we head in for a nice cup of coffee ready for the afternoon session. For the last group, don't go out until 3:42 this afternoon. Yes, you heard me right, and we'll probably run a little bit behind as well, so more like getting on for 4 o'clock for the final group. So a lot still to happen today. So much golf. We're going to try and catch as many different plays as we possibly can. And here we go, difficult par 3, 11th here. Holiday up for grabs for the amateurs, a car for the weekend up for grabs for the pro, and away we go. Oh. For the camera, that. Oh, it's going right. Is it going to get a wicked kick? It does. I think it might have just rested though. It might be able to find that okay. Oh, it's long, but left like you said. He did say he was going to aim left and he went left. Just perhaps maybe a club too long. If you can see the flag, but there is no wind at all. Oh yeah, come around, come around. And that's gone along as well. Thanks guys, play well, thank you. Cheers guys. So there we go, everybody's struggling here at the par 3 11th. That prediction of it's could be a double bogey fest here is not proving completely wrong just yet, looking very difficult here. But that's why we came down here as well. You want to win that holiday, my word, you've got to hit the shot of your life, haven't you? You really have, but it's possible, it's certainly doable. 202 yards from the white tees. Now we turn our attention, this is the very first group of the day, and in this group we caught up a little bit earlier actually. You can probably see them down there. We have David Heaton and Jacqueline Heaton, and whilst they just play out, let's just keep watching it. We'll hear from them in a little bit as well, not just yet. But that is David Heaton down there, husband and wife, David Heaton, Jacqueline Heaton, Phil Irwin in this group, and Peter Rain works here at Blackwell Grange. In fact, is Mr. Aaron Cox's boss, the guy who organised all of this. We heard from Aaron a little bit earlier. We spoke to Peter a little bit earlier too, but we'll grab a quick word of him. Watch them tee off, have one more chance and see if we can catch a hole in one here at the par 3 11th before we go for a nice cup of coffee. can be quite daunting and nerve-wracking, isn't it, with a camera shoved in your face. But this is really showing the very best golf in the Northeast. Oh, look at that, what a shot as well, by the way. That was Jacqueline Heaton. Wow, fantastic. Going close here, looking very good. Unfortunately, we don't know what the leaderboard is doing at the minute. It's only updated at the end of each round. So in fact, the first group, I believe, are coming down 18 now. So we'll start to get a rough idea of what the scores are doing. In the next broadcast, we'll be able to bring you the live leaderboard as and when it happens. But at the minute, we have no scores in until the first group finish 18. Then we'll start to get an idea what the points are looking for the pros. So there's a lot on the line as well. Just have a £7,000 prize pot as well here today for them. So it's well worth looking at. 58 pros, of course, 232 players, 58 groups of 4. And quite remarkably, at the cocktail party last night, talking to Aaron, who organised the event, his boss down there, Peter Rain, he said to me he's had absolutely no dropouts. Of 232 players, not one single player has pulled out. Incredible. So you are looking at your next group. David Heaton, Jacqueline Heaton, Phil Irwin and your pro Peter Rain. Can she sink it? Oh, Jacqueline, what a shame. Such a good part up there. Let's go have a quick word. Peter Rain's walking towards us now. Of course, he's the pro in this group. He's the boss of Aaron Cox. He's the boss here at Blackwell Grange. So let's just have a quick chat with him, find out how it's all been going. Is he in the zone? How's his teammates doing? Is he having a good time? Peter, how's it going out there?
Right.
Course looks absolutely magnificent, by the
Good.
way.
Yeah, really good. Bit bouncy.
Yeah.
If you get used to that, it's not so bad. The greens are good, rolling well.
Now let's talk about this par 3 11th here, because I spoke to a few players and one or two of them said, oh yeah, you could see a few double bogeys up there. You could see something quite special. It's quite a challenge, isn't it?
It is. It usually, to be fair, it usually plays into the prevailing wind, so it's a little bit easier today when there isn't any.
Yeah.
The hard thing is you've got to carry it all the way onto that green. Anything
Yes.
short just kicks right and usually ends up in one of the traps.
Well, we've certainly seen a lot of people off the tee going right, and then it bounces sort of where the fairway cuts, and it almost goes all the way into those trees off there on the right. It's quite brutal, isn't it?
It is. It's not easy, and there's nowhere to bail out, because if you bail out long left, the chip coming back down that hill's probably worse than the tee shot. So,
how are your teammates getting on? Having a good time?
yeah, good. Yeah, we're enjoying it.
Yeah,
we're doing okay. We're doing all right.
that's what we're doing. Okay, we'll find out on the leaderboard a little bit later. Thanks for talking to us again. We'll watch these tee shots before we head off for a break. That was Peter Rain there, the boss here at Blackwell Grange. You can just see the group ahead just finishing up now. Now, if you've got a friend or family member playing today, do tell us who it is, and we'll see if we can go find them. So do comment below. We can see those comments. We want to hear from you. We want to know where you're watching from. Where in the world are you watching from? Are you here in the UK? Are you overseas? And if you've got a friend or family member, you want to see somebody specifically, tell us, comment below, and we will do our utmost to go find them for you, have a chat with them, watch some of their shots as well. So if you've got a mate playing and you want to put a bit of pressure on them, tell us and we'll go put some pressure on them. It is a Pro-Am after all. It's a great day here at the 11th. You can win a holiday for the amateurs. A hole-in-one wins that holiday for the pros. You can win this car, this Mazda MX-5 for the weekend. There is also another car both courtesy of SG Petch, the headline sponsor here today at the 9th. An amateur gets a hole-in-one, they win the car outright. Don't have to hand it back. They keep the keys, drive away. It's theirs to keep. Incredible stuff. What an incentive. What a pleasure it is to have SG Petch on board as well. If you are looking for your next car, there is a link in the body of this broadcast, takes you straight through to their website. Do give it a click. It really is worthwhile. As you can see, they're quite big on getting involved in the local community. So here we go, par 3 11th. Are we going to get close this time? Is somebody going to win the holiday? Is somebody going to drive this Mazda away for the weekend? Let's find out. Might be okay, bounce. I don't think it came through, it wicked off left into that long grass there. I don't think it pushed through either. Might be in danger of going into the trees. Get a lucky bounce. Oh, it's okay. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, be able to find that, no problem. So somebody wants us to go catch up with Russ Daw. If we can, we'll certainly do our utmost to find him for you. Oh, that's a good shot by Peter Rain. He's the pro here. Oh, go on. That's how you do it. Show off.
Follow me round.
Yeah. There you go. Great stuff. Ross Dow teed off at 8:12 earlier today. Still out on course, I can tell you that. We will do our utmost to see if we can catch up with him. Maybe up at 18 a little bit later. Pace of play is perhaps a little bit slow today, so probably not going to come home into the clubhouse for maybe another hour or so yet. But yeah, Ross Dow comfortably now on the back nine. Here is Jacqueline Heaton. And she's done pretty much almost the same as her husband, although she's going to get away with that one because it's going to push back right, and it's actually a pretty good shot. One of the better ones we've seen here at the par 3 11th. So there we go. We are going to head off for a short break. Unfortunately, nobody has won the holiday here, and nobody has won this car for the weekend just yet. But like I said, there's still an awful lot of golf to be played. That is only Group 11 going through of 58, so plenty of opportunities. A little bit later, we're going to head to the 9th as well, because any player, any amateur who gets a hole-in-one there, if they get a hole-in-one, they get the keys to the car, drive it away. It is theirs to keep. Not just for the weekend, to keep. How good is that? Thank you, SG Petch. Any player gets a hole-in-one here if amateur wins the 3-night stay for 2 at the Praia Del Rey Marriott Golf and Beach Resort as well. So much going on here today. If you want to watch, if you want to have your say, and if you want to watch the English Amateur Championships next Sunday as well, Live Sport Now is the place to do it. If you're not watching on YouTube, make sure you click the link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you straight through to our page. And if you are watching on YouTube as well, do hit subscribe as well so you can watch live golf for free. It's completely for free. We get you closer to the action, every single emotion captured live. Hit subscribe, watch, comment in the chat section, have your comments shown on screen. This is about you. This is your show. This is interaction in sport at the highest order. Right. We're going to head off for a short break. Before we do, though, you just saw Jacqueline Heaton and David Heaton, husband and wife duo, playing in the same group. We caught up with them at the first a little bit earlier today, and to share their passion for golf, here's what they had to say. I'll see you soon. Teammates, Jacqueline, how are we doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling this morning? Excited?
I'm excited and a little bit nervous, but yes.
Well, you don't need to worry about that or anything like that. But you're a member at Blackwell Grange?
I'm a member at Blackwell.
How long have you been a member here?
I've been a member here probably about 10 years.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. Now, how did you get into golf then? Did you start at Blackwell? Have you always been a golfer?
No, I haven't. I only got into golf just before I joined Blackwell, so I've only been playing 10 years. So I played because my husband was playing, and I thought...
He's playing now, isn't he, as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's
Better
get
to
him
join
over.
them, yeah.
Come on over. Yeah, oh yes. Now, of course, we've got a golfing relationship here.
We have a very it's an excellent thing to be.
Do you play together all the time, or do you
Not
have
all
your
the
own
time.
little?
We play together a fair bit of the time, in mixed opens, things like that, and days like this, and it's great fun.
What does it mean for the club having an event like this?
I think it's quite huge. I think in a number of respects. I think people coming from other places to see what the facilities are like. Yeah. And it puts us on the map, and I think there's so much organisation gone into it.
The club is trying to establish itself as a leading club in the North East, and this can only help that process.
It certainly can. Look, thanks so much for talking to us. Best of luck as well.